The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Don't you just want to kiss these lips?
Oh well. You okay, Suman?
It seems to be everywhere I go I get told I'm from Zeiss. I've never been to Zeiss or ever seen the place.
What surprises me is the amount of people who seem to know about this whole thing.
Are you kidding? It's really common.
I mean,
is it safe to come out and eat?
Yes.
Neat.
I mean, I've never been to Cesaria.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
But no, wait, I saw your dad and your mom, and you look nothing like either of them. So like...
He's probably adopted.
No, those are my parents.
Okay, you say so.
Was your dad not a fighter?
You shouldn't pull people into question willy-nilly.
Who'd been...
Well, there was a person who was born and where I came from, and their parents both had dark hair, but they came out with stark white hair and very pink skin and eyes. It was very strange.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe that's what happened to him. He's magic after all. Maybe that does something. Does magic do things to people?
Oh my god.
Well, I'm just saying he's really good at what he does.
Don't mention.
It is probably a bad euphemism and nothing else that you use.
It's more the fact that our good friend who just left may not be too far away or still have spies in the area.
Wait, you didn't hear the bells?
He rang them on purpose.
Still, I think while we're out here...
No, it's a good idea. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes.
And he's, gifted. Maybe that did it.
I don't think that's a better word for it. But it can.
Okay, fine. He's a pillock. Maybe that did it.
He has been called that before.
It's a Burmanian thing. I don't know why.
But yes, how many of these yellow-eyed mistresses are supposed to be about?
About? None. About?
Yeah.
No.
Then how do people recognize and know them?
The
so
stories
much?
and the songs.
Well, that's enough. Just
also, I'm from a nation that literally borders on Zeiss, and so does Romania, and they really hate Zeiss. So the knowledge around these areas super common.
I suppose.
I mean, even this guy's heard of them, and he's from Strumblut.
I was just thinking, like, for instance,
fucking Strumblut.
Mara had purple eyes, and I've never seen that on anybody else, and yet
purple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean that's I've heard of it.
Yeah, but nobody was going around saying, "Oh, you're some kind of special."
Yeah, but she was from
that.
Zhugong,
Yeah.
and people just assume everyone from there is weird
But
anyway.
that's what I mean. It's like
look at Lee.
who's to say that just because Sulan has yellow eyes that it must make? Why can't she come from some place that is just esoteric and has yellow eyes?
Because it's the only way to get them.
Is that known for sure? Like, how do we know?
It's all I've heard. It's pretty common, and everyone makes that one association. So.
Oh, that's the thing. It's like every single person knows those stories, and they keep jumping to that conclusion. But I trust when Susan says she's never been there. She has never been there.
No, I've never been to Zeiss.
Yes, she said it. I trust Sulan implicitly.
I'm not from Zeiss.
I mean, we know.
I mean, the only thing I could think of is perhaps your father was from Zeiss.
That's as far as I know. I mean, how else would I have got it?
Exactly. What?
Sorry, you must be very close. I'm sorry.
Pardon?
Never mind. Forget I brought it up.
Sulan, did I say something that...
Well, I had mentioned that the only way I could see it was from being captured from one of the raids.
Yes. That's merely what I meant. Based on what you've told me about your people.
Anyway, the night is drawing on.
How do we want to sort of watch?
The same as normal.
If you don't mind, I'd like to take first.
Well, I will join you on first then. Or is
Okay. Okay.
What's wrong, Roy?
Nothing.
I can take second. I can see in the dark.
What?
What?
You can?
Yeah.
Since
But you
when?
can.
Always?
No. Just recently.
Okay.
What? Is this
I
another?
didn't roll well enough.
Is this another thing from your ring?
I think so.
What an incredible ring.
It seems extremely powerful.
You're wearing armor. You use a sword. You can't cast. What happened? You can't cast a fishing line to save your life. What happened?
I'm not sure yet.
I'm different. Well, you
like
seem
that's-
happy with it, so I guess it's all for the
It's
best.
like that thing's gradually turning you into something else.
Wait, I think I have a story about something like that. Have you felt any tightness in your bowels lately? A shrinking sensation between your legs? A heaviness in your chest region?
No.
That's not a ring of gender, Northman.
How's your memory?
My
been?
uncle, got cursed with a similar thing.
How's your memory been? Have you found yourself forgetting things?
Actually,
No.
since that bout of forgetfulness, everything sort of comes flooding back in.
No, I had a little bit where I had forgotten a lot of things, but since then, everything's come back. I just can't remember how I did things. So if I try to cast a spell, I can't remember the way I did it.
Yes, perhaps
Cast
we
a
should
line.
discuss this another time.
Oh, the lies upon lies.
Well, I'll walk the camp again just to see, but I think it's time to settle down for the night.
Okay, as first watch, we should roll our perception.
12.
Fail.
12 and my wizard's 14, so it's pretty good.
You know, it's weird. We haven't even seen an animal.
That is weird. Wait, how close are we to
We're 2 days out.
to that small town with like the ogres and the...
No, you're on the other side of Merlin.
Okay,
right.
so... Roy, is there something that I have done to cause you some kind of vexation? You seem more standoffish than usual. You seem to not like the idea of us being on watch together. Pray tell me if there's anything that I have done to...
It's you, Saphira. I can't keep my mind off of you. Your grace and skill and your outstanding physique when you're outstanding on watch. It's distracting, and I'm afraid it might distract me too much. You understand, don't you?
No, you believe it. That's the problem.
It's okay.
What would my father think?
When we're on watch, it's best not that we have to pay
It's
attention.
not you. I can't trust myself around you.
Well, I mean, that's only natural. Or Although I think she's starting to ham it up a little bit, so now I will...
Good luck.
Tree.
Well, it's below, but...
It's
a lot
it's
below,
a 3
so it's a
though.
3.
Nah.
And there's a time and a place.
The tune, she has subtly changed on her harp from a nice soothing night melody is now the slightly merry tune of the fool who would be king. A song about a fool who would be king but is tricked by a wise female consular and ends up being a farmer in a paddock while she wears the crown. Not that I think you would pick up on this at this point.
Now, I was just asked, do I recognise the song or like enough to...
On Serenia, I think it would be called Straw from Gold. I think. Yes, it is. About a man who didn't quite understand the concept of genies. Isn't the moon actually... I don't even know, my calendar's on the other machine. Isn't the moon existing tonight? You'll be like on the 23rd, I think.
Then it's just
Halfway
a full
between-
black. Well, a full
Then
black
there,
circle.
there is no moon.
No, it was the 20th we left. It's 8 days, so...
And then 2.
And then
And
2.
then 2. But yeah, this is like you're halfway between here and Hasseldorf.
So 30th, 31st.
Okay, so we're about to turn
So-
over to yet another month.
No, it is. If it's 30th, it's
It's a half.
It's the month. It's this month. Or it's the
30th.
first.
We'll call it 30th.
30th, yeah.
It's like almost a half moon.
Okay, cool. Next, watch, please.
Alright.
Roll perception.
10.
You perceive that there's amused sounding music coming from Roya's tent all night. Very low though, so as not to wake people up. Other than that, there's not even an animal coming around.
Wakes the one up for the last one.
He wakes you up. How you doing that?
With a stick.
No.
90. You've got a blade to your throat.
He's having fun. He's still under that curse. Did you all remember that?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't poke her with a stick.
Saphiro always gets pinned by Sulan. Now it's my turn.
Yeah, hey.
That was more than a little aggressive.
It appears he's got the jump on you. You are being stabbed too by a small cudgel. No, I'm not saying that.
There's nothing. Not even any animals.
Baka, right. Yeah. Yep, okay. Yes. Right. Watch. Right, just... Yep.
Are you okay?
Yes.
You can tell me if there's anything wrong.
There's many things wrong. But I don't know if you can solve them.
There's a lot of things I could solve.
Oh, I think you caused this last one, but
I mean, you
anyway...
would have known you find the tangent by adding the sine and the cosine. It's just straight up would have known that. I think. Yeah.
Well, I'll leave you to the watch.
Yeah. Eight.
Not a living thing stirs around the camp. Not a single living thing.
Skeleton?
Anything dead? Anything undead?
You're not entirely sure, but there might have been a robed figure watching the camp slightly at one point between blinks, and then it was gone.
Similar to the robe figure that was in the camp at some point, maybe.
Just a little bit.
Just a wee bit too many robed figures.
Robes are very handy. Why do you think cultists wear them? Because they don't have turbans in this region.
They're snugly warm.
Yeah, and you can hide all sorts of stuff like that. Grey robe, I'm thinking of just wearing that around the house.
I think you were going to say around town. I was going to say, I think you get arrested.
How?
Shouldn't.
Now, it's just a grey robe. That thing has 107 pockets in it, like in the sleeves and that, to put like little dust and gold components and things in.
That's rad.
It is so comfortable. Oh my god, it's like a moo-moo for fat guys.
So the amount of
So a moo-moo.
illicit drugs you can carry around in the pockets of sell as you go around town.
Like any good wizard.
Yes.
That'll be $4.50. Hang on. Okay, this fits $1, this fits 50 cents, this fits... Money from my sleeves! I mean magic! The hat's got a strap inside to put a hip flask in it.
Utility hat.
And all I could think of was like, if this was red and had an arrow sticking through it. Anyway, I digress and it's my fault. So yeah, in the morning you get up, the horse is ready. Your horse is also ready in the same manner.
Yeah, so
It's never behaved that well ever before.
It is a trained horse, but not. I don't think it's war trained.
Do not worry, Radomir. He is very good with horses. I trust him.
Well, as long as Avalor has no problems with it.
So by this point, I kind of feel the need to fill you in because you weren't with the. At this point, you've noticed the cart driver never sits around the campfire with you guys, never eats with you guys, never drinks with you guys, never talks with any of you. Just doesn't.
And you've never seen his face.
Or any part of him.
and
But you haven't.
we don't act any weird.
Differently.
We just he's there.
It's natural. Everything he does is natural to us. Like
About that, what? Who is he?
He's the cart driver.
yeah.
You don't have a car.
Well, we
did.
used to have a cart. Oh, it was a great cart.
Okay.
To be fair, it got eroded by radioactive magic storms.
To summarize, he was seeking some items in the parch stone, and we were heading there. So he decided he offered his services as a cart driver because he also needed assistance.
Except we had to buy the horses and the cart.
Yes. We had multiple horses and carts filled with water and everything, but only the one horse made it by the time we got out. But because the items he seeks, or at least some of them, have been seized by the...
Could you gonna tell me how you saved this from the Eye Tyrant?
Which one?
Actually, both of them, technically, I guess.
I wasn't, because I didn't think that was entirely
Might not be
pertinent
the best idea in this
None of
environment. Anyway, we should saddle up and... Oh, that's done.
Yes. But yes, he needs to get his item that he came for.
He's looking for some
so-
family heirloom or something. He just keeps to himself usually.
Yes, and we should keep other things to ourselves. We don't even know when anyone's around at any time.
You got
Wouldn't
your...
it be weird if he was a Witcher spy this whole time?
Well,
That
I
would be
don't
a,
think so, because he doesn't walk like a spy.
that would be a long game
Also-
that he'd be playing.
would be dead by now.
Have you seen his flesh touch the sun?
No.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Touch
It's
the
alright
sun.
by me.
Well, does it count if it was that weird daytime where the ghosts of the dead were walking around like they were still
Well,
alive?
no, I wasn't including that, but...
Parchstone was cursed.
Hmm.
It was weird.
Next time we
It
make...
was so exciting, though.
Next time
I
we
was
make camp,
pants-sweating
we'll,
the whole time.
I will regale you with the tale around the fire of what happened.
To be fair, this isn't the best country for good stories.
Hmm.
Unless the good stories include a big thick sausage. Shut up.
No, the only all the stories here just go along the lines of, we don't understand it, crush it real hard.
To be fair, they're the biggest country in the world. It's working.
Have you got your bells?
And when the
together?
dark
Yes, I
god
have.
rises up... Oh, wait, they were on his side last time. No, yeah, that's bad. We're fucked. Anyway, let's go. What an awesome day I've set the mood for.
So yeah.
It's
carry
not
on the
more than
journey.
2 hours on the road when a group of armored men approach from the other direction.
Oh, like coming
They
up behind
spread
us.
out across the road to block it so you can't
okay.
go past them. They are riding Palomino horses. Their armor shines in the daylight. Their tabards are white, embroidered with the symbol of the hammer.
Oh, okay. Oh, just basically. I mean, I know everybody's probably stopped anyway and will approach.
The leader.
The leader.
The leader will swing down off his horse. Take his wolf looks out from his belt sash and work them on as he approaches.
Greetings. Saphira, cleric of Tor, at your service.
I knew it must be you, Saphiro. None other can have your height and bearing. Greetings.
Greetings.
I am First Gavel Judge Hamalan.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
You say that. We, judges of Imperia, are here carrying out a holy quest. We thought to question your group, but then I noticed you and knew you for a cleric of Tor.
Indeed.
An interesting group you travel with. I do not presume, but I was wondering if I could ask you all some questions. Not a questioning. I know that no cleric of Tor would travel with any dark followers,
Of course not.
and therefore I do not feel the need to question any of them. But relating to our quest, I was wondering if you would mind.
If there's any way I can provide any answers, by all means.
We are looking for a nobleman. We were told he would be bearing a powerful weapon. A dangerous weapon. But he was not of a danger. Have you seen such a man?
Do you have a name to go with this person?
We do not. But we do know that he is intimately and tightly involved with the Dark God.
Interesting. I'll make a memory roll.
I've got hold on and all, mate. Yeah.
Okay, 12 on a memory roll if anything rings a bell for the last few days.
Could be Roman.
You have had a thought. Or did you say that out loud?
Well, we're not present to, like, because he's over there, right? We're just,
Sure.
like, standing here milling around. I was just...
The only person I can think of that matches that description would be Roman of the House Reigns. But I've not seen him
I have
for...
not heard that name. Tell me more of Roman House Rayan.
I will basically outline how he tried to basically take control of a nation that he had no right to, and how he basically murdered the rightful heirs in the north. And
A despicable follower of darkness. Although you say he follows another god that is not that, but surely evil is as evil outs.
yes, he does. He is not. Well, here's the thing. He was an avatar, or at least he claims, of that god, who was a newcomer, I believe. I had not heard of them at the time, but there was a splitting.
Is it not said?
Ganadar.
Is it not said that wickedness must be sought high and low, high above low? Even a god should be put to trial under the dome of truth.
But I do not know where his allegiances are, since his god disowned him when he failed her.
Well, it is perhaps not he. Will you mind if we inquire some further questions of your companion?
By all means, I'm sure if they have seen anybody that matches this description, they will be happy to answer your questions. I will lead
He'll
them to them.
walk over to you first. Good day, quilted man.
Good day.
I am First Gavo, a judge of Tor. Fear not, this is not an inquisition. Although it would be right to fear that. Philosophical questions for another day. Have you seen a man of noble bearing carrying a powerful and dangerous weapon? He would be unusual and obvious.
I have seen no such men.
Thank you for your time. Who's next?
Yeah, they had roll.
You. Excuse me, cowled man.
Sulan of the Clan Goshen, with a good soda set.
I know not of what you speak, but I apologize for my misidentification.
No offence is taken, sir.
You, must be of fair complexion to hide yourself such from the light of day.
I find it unnerving where I'm from. It's not so bright.
You're from a dark place?
No, I'm from Fire de Mai, the island.
A mythical place. A legendary place. Weak men seek it out, but apparently only the strong may enter.
That is correct. You
And
only
never leave. Goodness must hope in there. Never mind. I must ask, have you seen a man of noble bearing carrying a dangerous weapon?
I've seen
A powerful weapon.
none such as that, sir.
Thank you for your time. Sulin, Clan Go Shen.
May you always find shade in water.
And an interesting party. I am Frostgarble, the judges of Imperia. Is that a problem?
No?
Interesting. I am on a holy quest for the judges of Imperia. Is that a problem?
No.
He is clearly surprised. I see. Have you seen by any chance a man of noble bearing carrying a powerful, dangerous weapon?
Not recently, but in Maryland there was Roman reigns.
Yes. Your leader, Saphiro, the cleric of Jor, has already told us of this dark man. This no-selling bastard who pretended to have cancer.
It was all a work.
He wasn't that specific. It sounds like something you might do.
That's the only one I can think of.
Ah, well. Thank you for your time. We'll walk back up to Saphiro, taking his gauntlets back off again, tucking them into his...
Did you speak with Roya?
No,
Okay.
because I can't be bothered having a conversation with him. She's just going to say the same thing you guys did.
Yeah.
The cart driver, he doesn't seem to see,
Sure
for some reason.
I want to do it.
No reason at all. Reasons. The beef mines, I don't know. An interesting party you have amassed. A Casada Goshen, whatever that is, a Sassarian battle magister who is remarkably peaceful towards an Imperium.
Oh, I do not believe that is what it's just the hair.
And the features.
I mean, I do not know for sure, but I believe he does not hail from Caesarea.
Interesting that one with such features would also carry the slight taste of a magicka. I have apparently jumped to a conclusion. I will pray hard tonight to remove these blinders from my eyes. Will you accept a blessing before you go? I know it is not the traditional one you practice, but nonetheless. Would aught of your party like such?
That is their choice.
Well, they're all the way over there, so they can't hear.
Oh. Would you all like a blessing?
It's a polite thing to do in this country, so
Of course. Step forward.
Yeah, I'll step forward.
Start with you since you're closest to me. You'll put both hands on your shoulders and look right into your eyes. And you say, be pure, be vigilant, behave. do the same to you.
Yeah.
And then you. And then he'll be like, But nothing happens. And then he'll cut to you. Do the same thing. Be pure. Be vigilant. Behave. And you're just leaning really close when you leave from here. Very excellent. Regards, Severo.
Thank you.
And your turn and walk back with him. Now you all need to roll save versus spell. Unless you don't
I don't
want to resist the blessing.
Yeah, no, I don't want to resist
I mean, like, I'm not going to resist
I'm not
the
going to
blessing.
resist it.
Okay, cool. You'll feel an oppressive tightening on your skin and receive +4 will save bonus until the end of the day.
Yeah.
You'll receive a tightening sensation, and you will receive a +4 bonus to will saves till the end of the day. And you will receive the same thing, and you will receive a +8 bonus to will saves until the end of the day, so long as you are near him. And by near, I mean within like 50 yards.
Within his range.
Within his line of sight,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Very similar to the fear thing, basically. I imagine.
And you, who chose not to resist at all,
Dies instantly.
But I'm not evil. I'm not evil.
That's how
you
I
receive a -4 will penalty to saving throws until the end of the day, but you gain a chance for true sight. Which is a second perception roll, basically, with a different result. Not that any of you are aware of the actual meta bonuses, but that's the way to see that. The judges mount up and ride on. Some of the ones behind the column, like, look at your party, it's like, ooh, want to question. Especially you and and that girl over there, the tall one.
And the horse!
And there's ropes we can't see.
Oh, those horses just walking, so that's witchcraft, certainly.
Don't let it fool you. If it was up to you, a horse would kill everybody, you and everybody you cared about.
Everyone in this room. Dun, 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 dun.
So I suppose we will carry on our journey.
Right, so 3 days after leaving Merlin, you arrive.
Don't you just want to kiss these lips?